Hi Scorpio, welcome to your July 2025 Taroscope. So I polled, I asked the question, I put it out to you guys, majority rules. You asked for these to be split, so from now on you will have your tarot separate from your astrology. With that said, tarot, if you're going to ask the question, do I watch for my sun, moon, or rising? Tarot tends to favor the sun sign. So if you're only going to watch one of these, and of course I would love you forever if you watched all three, if you're only going to watch one, make sure it's for your sun sign. It's going to be the most accurate for you on that day-to-day level. With that said, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity, and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So I'm going to give these a shuffle. My Stinger crew, my Scorpios, you dark and delicious, deeply divine human you. Let's see what's going on for you over the course of July. Can you believe we are already over halfway through the year, right? Incredible, incredible stuff. So for your first card out, which is your actions and options this month, you have the World card, right? So what I love about this for you is this month is really where you start to understand just how complete and how far a journey you have traveled. This is where you really start to understand not only the best of who you are, but really you understand your personal power this month that much more. Everything that you do this month, you approach from a place of calm, completion, and stillness. And what I mean by this is you're not approaching it as like, oh well, you know, I just need to learn what I'm doing, or even if this is like a new job, it's like you're approaching it from the stance of, well, I know I'm already complete. There's nothing that can be added to me that I don't already have. You're starting from this sense of real personal power. That's the only way that I can put it. What it also suggests is, for those of you that are looking, right, the World card, especially in terms of the opportunities that are finding you this month, this is about your tribe. And you're going to realize that some of them are already here. And as more people are coming into this, and maybe some of these people are people that you don't expect them to be. Maybe these are people that you've known for ages and you're like, huh, you know, who would have thought all along, like, actually you are a part of my weird and wonderful tribe. I'm kind of getting, I don't know if you've seen Ice Age. I love those films. Like when I say like I love them, and I laugh so hard every time I watch them. To give you an example, the first ever Ice Age film, the bit where Sid trashes the melon, when I say I laughed for a solid 5 minutes at that, and not like giggled, like full on, like I actually almost cried a little because I laughed so hard at it. Like, you know, that cackle that I have? Imagine that, but it was just solid. I just couldn't stop laughing because I found it hilarious. Anywho, there's a moment in that film where he says, I don't know about anybody else, but we are the weirdest herd that I've ever seen. Like, and your herd is your tribe, right? Because they are a weird herd. There's like a mammoth, there's a saber-toothed tiger, there's a sloth, and I can't remember what the other one is. But basically, they are a weird bunch to see together. You might find that your tribe is actually made up of weird and wonderful human beings, and that may really, really work for you. So I love this World card. Like, what a way to start the month. For your communications and conversations, you've got the Temperance card. Interesting, because this came up for Libra as well. This same card, different deck. What this says, to, especially because you've got this with the World card, this is you being the bridge or the connective point at which people that usually wouldn't come together or mix actually come together. There's a lot of healing conversations that take place this month. There's a lot of realizations that come in this month. There's a lot of sacred understanding that comes in this month, which I absolutely love for you. When it comes to those of you that are, and the quality of conversation that you're having is really about what you are truly aligned with. If you have people that maybe you've fallen out with, maybe that you don't speak to anymore, whatever the case might be, it would not surprise me if there are healing conversations that happen, right? Where maybe you make amends. I don't know, but it kind of feels like that. For those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, your studies could really take you into the fields of healing, medicine, alternative therapy, energy work, in particular, old energy work. So things like, feng shui, what's the other one? Sacred geometry. I'm seeing a lot of, like, your studies might take you in some, again, really weird directions this month. For those of you that are employed by somebody else, I think if there has been, and it looks like there might have been for some of you, big rifts, like us and them kind of energies that have unfolded in work, well, this is where the team pulls together. This is where, things come back into a greater sense of alignment, because it's like everybody's getting on once more. Savor it while it lasts, and if it is starting to happen, nurture it as much as you can. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, lean all the way into this, right? Be that focal point, be that person that brings it all together. Don't be afraid to suggest some of your, weirder and more wonderful ideas. And by looking at where you are naturally the glue, you will see people's individualities shine. So I don't know, this feels really exciting to me, because it's like, as a business owner, I always say this to people, like, you as a business owner, your earning potential is practically limitless, right? It's only limited by your own thoughts, beliefs, and your own imagination. Well, look at this, right? Like, you are cooking with gas, as they say. So I'm here for that. When it comes to those of you that are retired and no longer working, a lot of you, it does look like you are at the tail end of a very long healing journey, whether this is yours or somebody else's. And it might be one of those moments. Now, touch wood on this, if you have an elderly person in your family who's had a long run of it, it's possible that they could be taking their final curtain bow. However, it could also be that you or somebody else has been on a very long healing journey, and now that comes to a close where you're like, oh my gosh, it's finally over and I can breathe a sigh of relief, right? So that's lovely. For those of you that are, when it comes to your love and relations, for those of you that are single, you could be connecting to this would be somebody that's got like a PhD, a degree, a doctorate. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a professor of the mind, so maybe they have a degree in psychology or something along those lines. I wouldn't be surprised if this person is like a healer of some sort, in any way, shape or form, and maybe they weave spirituality into that. You could be connecting to an air sign male, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, an air sign person. It might also be that this is someone who has a deep resonance for the healing arts. If you're single, you're connecting with someone who is definitely an expert in their field, which I love for you, right? If you're partnered, married, or in a long-term commitment, this is yours and your partner's highest ideals coming together in synthesis. This is you and your partner meeting on a total, and not to get too personal, but we know Scorpio enjoys the body, right? Just to put it politely. However, what a lot of people really miss with Scorpio energy is they love to have, like, yes, they're in it for the bodily stimulation, but what a lot of people don't or miss actually about Scorpio people is that if you stimulate their mind as well as their body, you will have them for life, right? Like they're very much like, excuse my language, but fuck my mind as well as my body, right? Anyway, for those of you that are partnered, There is a meeting of minds and therefore souls between you and your partner. That is the next level of that relationship or partnership. And it's very, very strong connection. I love this for you guys. I also like this for a long path or road with your and their careers in some way. And you might even find that there's like a really awesome intersection between the two. Finally, okay, I see you. For your money and materials, you've got the King of Cups. Two kings represents minor counsel. So it does appear that you'll be seeing a financial advisor of some sort this month. Not because anything's wrong, it looks like more of a checkup, and also to really think about how you can lean into this fully. When it comes to your finances as well, whatever idea you have that you want to work on or move forward with, especially if it's like a collaboration, especially if it's like a, what's the word? Yes, collaboration, but especially if it's like a time investment, right? That's what I was looking for. Then you're being encouraged to really go for it. Now, that being said, if you are not on my mailing list, why are you not on my mailing list? Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, I send you emails every single week. You're going to hear from me on all kinds of different insights, a lot of which I don't talk about on socials. On Friday, I always send out a special offer of some sort for any of my services or courses. Again, you will only get those discounts if you're on my mailing list. When birthday season comes, you also get special discounts on readings with me. So if you want all of that, there's a link in the description box below. If you would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you can do so on the link on the description box below as well. I do a 60-minute Zoom session. It's very deep, very in-depth, very comprehensive. Or you can get a tarot video. Imagine this that I do on YouTube, much longer, much deeper, specifically aligned to you and your energy. I record the video, I send it to you. You can watch it as many times as you like. Be sure to check them out. Link in the description. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, this is really interesting because Libra had these same two cards, different deck obviously, in these positions. What I will say to you is your reproductive system may need some extra support this month. Now, that doesn't always have to mean like that there's something hugely wrong. It could just be that you have, that you require a supplement. It could be that maybe your mental stress or fatigue has had a problem or an issue, with that area. At any rate, this, because you've got a minor counsel here, it's possible that maybe you go to see somebody about that. Personally, I feel like there will be an ignition, a reignition maybe of the sexual prowess, but maybe there hasn't been that for a while and you choose to go and find out why. When it comes to, I wouldn't be surprised as well if some of you end up getting blood work done. When it comes to your home and environment, I love this card for really making the home reflect what you need to create emotional and material safety, right? Because when you feel safe, you're able to do anything, right? And you also end up taking more aligned, sensible risks. For your key to the month, oh yeah. All right, if you're single, your person could very well be a Gemini. I would not be surprised. Do you know what's really funny is the 8th house for Scorpio people, especially Scorpio risings, is Gemini. All right, so anyway, just a little thought. A lot of the decisions and the choices that you make this month are very much informed, which is fantastic. I love this for you, I really do. And then for your Human Design Oracle deck message, you've got the Gate 53 and Opening. There are a lot of opportunities for advancement this month. And I think it's really just a case of choosing the ones that really feel very aligned to you, but also the ones that actually help you feel like you're able to expand into the best of who you are. More than anything else, I think that really is one of the underlying messages. I think this could be a great month for you guys. Anyway, with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.